Mukashi, Mukashi. A long time ago, in old age time in Japan, there lived an old man and an old woman. The old man was kind and good-hearted, but his wife was wicked and mean-spirited. Now, the old man was a woodcutter and a farmer, and he worked in the fields up in the mountains. And one day, while he was coming back from the mountains, bringing back firewood, he hears a chirp, chirp, chirping sound. Chirp, 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 chirp. And he looks down, and he sees it's a little sparrow. And he's badly wounded underneath a piece of wood. Oh, you poor thing. Chirp, 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 chirp. Help me, help me. And so the old man lifts up the log and frees the sparrow and nurses the little thing back to health. You can come home and live with us until you're better, little sparrow. Oh, thank you, sir. Chirp, 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 chirp. And so he brings the sparrow back to their home, where he introduces the little sparrow to his mean wife. Well, he better not be too much trouble. Oh, he won't be. You won't, little sparrow, will you? No, I won't. So, one day, well, the old man went off to work. The sparrow and the old lady were left together in the house, but she didn't want to have to take care of a little mangy sparrow, so she went off to go and do her washing down by the river. And she says to the sparrow, "Now, when I'm gone, you better not eat all my starch." "I won't, I promise." But promises are hard to keep, for when the old lady is gone, the little wounded sparrow finds an awful hunger coming down upon him, and he starts nibbling at the starch in the bowl. Just a little bit, I'm just so hungry. And before you knew it, all the starch in the bowl was gone. When the old woman arrived, she saw that her starch was gone, and she flew into a rage. "You nasty, stupid bird! You ate all my starch! How am I supposed to starch these linens now?" "I'm sorry, I was just so hungry, I forgot." "You forgot? I'll teach you." And so she took the little sparrow and picked him up and took a knife and cut the poor little bird's tongue in two. "Now get out! Get out! I don't want to see your face ever again." Meanwhile, a little bit later, the old man arrives home. And he's looking around for the wounded sparrow, because he's going to change the bird's bandages. "My love, do you know where the sparrow?" "Oh, that nasty bird was no good. Do you know what he did? He ate all my starch when I was out washing at the river. And so I cut his tongue in two and I chased him away." "Oh, you poor sparrow. It must have hurt so much. I'll go out and look for him." Yes, you do that." And so the old man goes off into the forest, looking for the little sparrow. "Little sparrow! Little sparrow! Where are you?" But it's no use, he couldn't find him anywhere. Then an idea dawned on the old man, and he thought to himself, "I think I recalled when I was a young lad, my father told me that the sparrows have an inn somewhere in the forest, a magical inn. If I go there, the little sparrow will be there." So the old man heads off into the direction of the sparrow's inn. And then he arrives, and it's magnificent. Sparrows flying this way and that, in and out of the inn. A great tavern for birds. And so he goes to the sparrow's inn, and 3 sparrows come up and approach him. "Chirp, chirp, chirp, chirp. What do you want, old man?" "I'm looking for the little sparrow." "Oh, yes, he's inside. He's waiting for you." "Oh, good." And so But how can I go? We'll magically change you so you can be small, and then be big again when you come out. All right, all right. And so the old man shrinks down to size and goes into the Sparrow's inn. Now, while he's there, he makes up with the little Sparrow and apologizes for his nasty wife's behavior. And he's rewarded with tons of food and drink. But then he realizes, oh, I'm sorry, Sparrows. I should be going now, or my wife will be worried. All right, that is good, says the little Sparrow. But let us give you a gift first. And so they bring out 2 baskets, a big one and a small one. Take whichever one you like. Well, I am old. I can't carry things very well. I'll take the small one. And so he carries it home, and he brings it home. And when he's home, he says to his wife, I found the Sparrow's inn, and the little Sparrow, he's okay. Ah, well, that's nice. What's that? It's a gift. They gave me a basket. Well, open it up. And he opens the basket, and there's gold and silver and fine cloth and other valuables. Oh, my! Well, it's a good thing I took the small one, otherwise I wouldn't be able to carry it. You mean a bigger one? They gave you a choice between a big one and a small one? Ah, I can't believe you, husband. Very well, I'll go and get the big one. And so the old lady, the next day, goes off to the Sparrow's inn. And she goes in there, she says to the Sparrows at the inn, let me in. And they let her in. So I don't want any food, I'm here for the other basket. Now the Sparrows are greatly disappointed at this. But they don't want to be inhospitable, so they give her the basket, the large one. And as she's picking it up, to carry it out, they say to her, now don't make sure you don't open it before you get home. Under your peril. Yes, yes. Stupid birds. And so the old lady carries the big basket home. But her curiosity and her greed get the better of her. She says, well, I wouldn't hurt take a peek. So she opens it up. But as soon as she opens up, she's enveloped all in smoke and great one-eyed goblins and snakes and other nasty creatures come out. And she gets scared. And she tries to escape, but she trips, and she falls down, rolling all the way down the hill. And by the time she gets home, she has a quite severe headache and a broken skull, and her husband has to nurse her back to health. And that is the story of the tongue-cut sparrow.